All right, the Yankees, they took 2 out of 3 games from the Rays this weekend after a 10-6 victory on Sunday, and they are now back at a season-high 12 games over 500. So let's talk some Bronx Bomber baseball. We're going to do it with the host of Yankees Morning Brew, my guy, Hector Beauchamp. Hector, what's up, man? How's it going?
Feeling good, Dex. Always a pleasure being able to talk Yankee baseball with you, my brother.
Absolutely. I know you have to be feeling good. I know Yankees Nation and Yankee fans are feeling good. As I mentioned, 12 games above 500 right now. That ties the season high. And Hector, Luis Gil, he had a strong start on Sunday, going six scoreless innings, on Sunday. What did you like about what you saw from the righty in his latest start, and how impressed have you been with him with his performance on the mound this season?
Well, when it comes to Luis Gil, he's been amazing. Obviously, he's going to be in the conversation for Rookie of the Year. Bouncing back after Tommy John over his last few starts, he's lowered his ERA to 2.51. In my opinion, Luis Gil has earned a permanent spot in the rotation. We know the Yankees may try to limit his innings as the season progresses and goes forward, but when it comes down to it, Luis Gil, he's been phenomenal. He's giving you more stuff than what you could ever have expected from Luis Gil. And on top of that, when you look at Luis Gil, over his past few starts, he has thrown 6+ innings, only allowing 1 run or fewer over his last 3 starts. And the last Yankee to do that has been Garrett Cole. So in the absence of Garrett Cole, we have a young kid in Luis Gil who we developed filling in nice in the big shoes.
Yeah, I think that's what's got to give Yankee fans some excitement here is what he's been able to do and what he's been able to bring to this pitching staff in the absence of Garrett Cole. So good to see him doing well there. Now, the Yankees offense, they were doing well on Sunday. 5 home runs for the Bronx Bombers, including 2 by Jose Trevino. And Trevino, he's been solid at the plate this season. How encouraging has Trevino's production been on the offensive side of things?
It's been a breath of fresh air. We had questions coming into this season. Will Jose Trevino bounce back? He had a wrist surgery during last year. His wrist was bothering him. And you didn't know what you was going to expect out of Jose Trevino. You know his defense is never going to miss a step. He's always going to be there, give you gold glove defense. A lot of Yankee fans have been saying he's a backup catcher, really can't be a full-time catcher. But so far, the offense, the numbers speak out for itself. Jose Trevino is having an amazing season as the backup or the permanent starter, however you want to look at it. But when it comes down to it, the catching position was going to be a big question mark for the New York Yankees. What were we going to get out of Jose Trevino, and what were we going to get out of Austin Wells? So far, so good when it comes to both of the backstops that the Yankees have.
Yeah, having options there are good with both producing, and we see what Trevino could do with the power, with the bat on Sunday. Speaking of power and the bat, the captain, he homered again. Aaron Judge with another long ball on Sunday. Now he leads the team with 10 home runs. He's hit 4 homers in his last 7 games. Got to ask this question here, Hector. Is Judge heating up? Is he hot right now? What are we looking at with the captain right now?
Oh, the number 99 is muy caliente. When you look at it, right, I know you said his last 7 games, but over this past 15 games, Aaron Judge has 6 home runs. That's more than half of his home runs for the season. 14 RBIs. He has a 484 on-base percentage, which is a career high so far this season. He is batting well over 320 in that span, and he has an OPS close to 1,000. Aaron Judge, like you said, Dexter Henry is back, and it's nice to see now that we have Aaron Judge to go alongside Juan Soto, who to me is having an amazing start to the season. Definitely my favorite for MVP in the American League. This is what Yankee fans have been waiting for. The whole first month of the season, we were questioning, is Aaron Judge injured? Is he hiding an injury and not telling us? You saw him in the outfield showing you that he's not injured. Now his offense is finally speaking for itself.
Yeah, it was only a matter of time. He would eventually get hot. He's starting to do that. And the other day, Marcus Stroman said he wasn't even hot yet. I don't want to know what he'll look like when he gets hot, because this team, as you just mentioned, over the last 15 games has been pretty impressive there. All right, Hector, so this week, the Yankees, they travel to Minnesota, then they're back home for a weekend series with the White Sox. What are you keeping your eye on with the Bronx Bombers this week?
For this week, I got 2 points that I want to point out real quick. The starting pitching, in the absence of Garrett Cole, I know Garrett Cole is still working on his rehab, trying to come back. But in the absence, the starting pitching for the New York Yankees, they have a collective 3.10 ERA. That's top 5 in the American League. And it's pretty impressive without Garrett Cole there. And when you look at Garrett Cole, he has turned himself almost like into an extension of Matt Blake, acting like an assistant pitching coach while on the bench. You see him interacting with the young pitchers like Clark Smith, Luis Hill, and then you see him interacting with Carlos Rodon, Marcus Stroman, and Nestor Cortez. That's something. Seeing Garrett Cole take on this new leadership role, you saw a lot of it last year stepping into that role, but this season, obviously, it's sticking out. But the last time the Yankees had a leader from the starting pitching staff that we're seeing right now, like Garrett Cole, was CC Sabathia. And that's something that we have been desperately missing when it comes to that, a leader in the dugout and a leader on the field. And an honorable mention, if I may say, Anthony Volpe, he was 1 for 5 in today's game. He led off the game with a triple, but over his past 5 games, Anthony Volpe is hitting .364. He has 1 home runs, 4 RBIs, and he has an OPS over 1,000. I know he has struggled ever since the Yankees elevated him into the leadoff spot, and Yankee fans, we have been infighting with each other, whether that's on Twitter, whether that's in the stadium, but hopefully these past 5 games is foreshadowing Anthony Volpe returning into that hitter we saw in the first 15 games of the season.
Good mention there with Volpe. You wonder if with him moving up in the lineup, if it's just a matter of time, like we saw with Aaron Judge after a slow first month of the season, starting to hit now in May. Maybe you just got to give things a little bit of time so there's no infighting with the Yankee fans. That is Hector Beauchamp, one of the hosts of Yankees Morning Brew. Check him out there. Hector, always appreciate talking some Bronx Bomber baseball with you. We'll do it again soon.
Definitely. Yankee fans, the key word to take away is patience. Practice patience, Yankee fans.
Listen, I like when we could do a video and people can get a little theme out of it, a little lesson out of it that they can learn. That's always good. Always good, Hector. Thank you, my man.
Appreciate you, Dex.